Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Welcome to MCTE 2311 Signal and System Analysis. So in this video, I will show you the solution to problem 1 that I gave in the video where I discussed decomposition of signals. So basically the question asks you, okay, to decompose this signal, okay, which is x of t, into step and ramp signals. Okay, so here I draw the unit step signal and unit ramp signals. Okay, so later we will use these two signals as a reference. Okay, so now let's look at this x of t. Okay, so if you look or analyze this x of t, okay, you will see that at here, okay, this part here, you will have a step signal, okay, that undergoes time shift of 3 seconds to the left and amplitude scaling of 2. Okay, from 1 it become 2. Okay, so for this part here, you will have a signal that looks like this. Where you have 0 signal until t goes to -3, you will have a step from 0 to 2. Okay, that covers the first part here. Now here at t equals to -2, there's a drop in the amplitude from +2 to -1 here. Okay, so means at t equals to +2, you have another step signal. Okay, let's just construct the signal first. And this signal okay, so this signal is a step signal that undergoes time shift of 2 seconds to the left. Amplitude now is here become -2, but that doesn't mean the amplitude of this signal here is equals to -1. Okay, so in order to determine the amplitude of this signal here, you have to do a little bit of calculation. Okay, where the amplitude here is 2, okay, +2. Now in order for you to get, what number should you add in order for you to get -1? Okay, so to get -1, 2 plus -3, right, will give you -1. Okay, so it means the amplitude of the second signal here will be -3. Okay, so you have a signal that is 0 until t equals to -2, and then it will have a step, okay, at t equals to -2, the amplitude will become -3. Okay, so if I am to write, this one is, let's call this x1 of t, it will be 2u t plus 3, right? for the second signal here, let's call this x1 of t, x2 of t. It will be, it's a step signal, okay, that undergoes a time shift to the left by 3 seconds. So plus 3, the amplitude, okay, so from positive 1 become minus 3. Okay, so you have amplitude scale here of minus 3. Now at t equals to minus 1, okay, the signal change again, okay, the amplitude change again from minus 1 to positive 1, okay, which means you have another signal here that is added, okay, to these two signals in order for the amplitude to change, okay, from minus 1 to positive 1 at t equals to minus 1. Okay, so let's draw the third signal. Right, so the signal is 0 until minus 1. Now we want to determine amplitude. What is the amplitude? So again, you look, the amplitude here is minus 1, and here it become 1. Okay, so the calculation is minus 1 plus what number will give you positive 1. So minus 1 plus 2 will give you positive 1, right? So it means you have a signal of amplitude 2, okay, and occur at t equals to minus 1, right? So if I'm to write the equation for this signal, then it will be x, let's call it x3 of t equals to, it is a step signal, so u undergoes time shift to the left by 1 second, so t plus 1, the amplitude is 2, okay, so is 2. Now look again at this signal, okay, so at t equals to 0, you can see another changes in the amplitude. From positive 1 it become 0, right? So it means at t equals to 0 you will have another step signal added to this x1, x2 and x3. Okay, so let's call it x4. So we want to draw x4. Right, so here the changes occur at t equals to 0. So means you have a signal that is 0 until t equals to 0. Now what is the amplitude? Again, you have to do calculation, right? Where the here 1, positive 1 becomes 0. Okay, so in order for positive 1 minus 1 will give you 0, right? So it means here at t equals to 0, the amplitude is minus 1. So if I am to write the mathematical equation of x before of t, it will be a step signal. Okay, no time shift, so just t, but the amplitude is -1, so you will have here minus. Okay, now again there are changes here at t equals to 1, okay, where you have a slope of +1 here. Okay, so you can okay, you can calculate the slope here using the formula m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so you will find that the slope here is +1, right? Which means at t equals to 1, you have a ramp signal added to this x1, x2, x3, x4, okay, in order to get this signal over here. Now let's draw x5. So basically, what you have here is a ramp signal, a ramp signal that undergoes time shift, okay, time shift to the left, to the right of 1 second. Okay, so here becomes 0 at t equals to 1, and then here draw the slope. Okay, so this one, let's call it x5. So x5 here is, this is a ramp signal, so r, time shift to the right by 1 second, so -1. Slope remain as 1. Now look here, at t equals to 2, the slope changes from +1 to -1. Okay, so slope here, is -1. Okay, so it means at t equals to 2, you have a ramp signal, okay, with a slope of -2. Okay, because -2 plus 1, which is this one here, okay, will give you -1, which is this slope over here. Okay, so if I am to sketch the next signal, okay, so basically you have 0 signal until t equals to 2 seconds. Now this is the slope is -2, so at t equals to 3, you will have amplitude of -2, and let's say 4, you will have amplitude of -4. Okay, so if you draw this, okay, this one is slope -2. So this x6 of t is equals to a ramp signal that shifted to the right by 2 seconds, and the slope is -2. Okay, next you see that here starting from t equals to 0, okay, your signal becomes 0. Okay, so it means you have another ramp signal added to this one, okay, with a slope of +1, so that it becomes 0. Okay, so if I'm to sketch the 7th signal, it simply means you have a signal of 0 until t equals to 3, and then from here you have a signal of slope equals to 1. Okay, so if you draw like that, you have a signal of slope equals to 1. So x7 of t is equals to a ramp signal shifted to the right by 3 seconds, and slope is 1. Right, so you can try, okay? You can try add again this signal x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6 and x7. Add them together, okay? You will get back this x of t. Okay, you can do so manually, or you can plot all these graphs, 7 graphs in Scilab, then add them together. You should get this x of t. Okay, so that's all for this video. I will show you the solution to problem number 2 in the next video. Thank you.